Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network. I'm going to flat out say it before we even get into anything here today. She has amazing energy. And I really, really mean that. It's just positive. It feels good. What is energy? It's everything. How do we work with that to our best advantage? How do we deflect those who try to take our energy away from us? We're going to talk about all of that today. I'm excited. Yeah, this is one of my favorite things, and it was kind of a game changer in my journey, figuring out the whole energy thing. She's a certified life coach, TEDx speaker, author, emotional freedom technique practitioner, and so much more. And she's got great energy. Mehta joins us here on the program. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me. And thank you so much for the warm words of intro. I love that. Every time I hear it, my body just lights up. So that's energy for you in a nutshell.
It's the truth. It's a truth. So everything is energy. I'm energy. You are. This pen is energy. The chair we're sitting on, it's different types of energy. But energy is vibration. And we vibrate at different frequencies. The pen is a different type of vibration. That's my best way to explain it. How would you add to that?
Well, first of all, energy is something that's just flowing, right? Air is energy. Ice is energy. Sun is energy. The moon is energy, right? But that is outside. Internally is how we're feeling, right? Emotions. Emotion, we say, is energy in motion. Emotion. And that is the frequency that our body is vibrating at. How are our cells navigating? Sometimes we feel like, oh my God, I have a shoulder pain. Maybe there is an energy that's stuck there. Or maybe I have an elbow pain. Or maybe I have a knee pain. Sometimes emotions get stuck in our bodies. And a lot of times they say, take a Tylenol. They as in the expert, the medical professional. Or you work with a coach or a healer and they'll say, you know what? There's something trapped here because of a traumatic event that happened in your life. Or maybe you're going through something that you're feeling stuck in. Maybe there's this movement that you cannot push forward through. So that is also energy that is here. And there are a lot of people in this space, in the healing coaching space, that can support you in navigating how to release those blocks.
I already have a Post-it note sitting right here to call an energy healer because I feel I need it now. It's been a while. I feel I have stuck energy from different situations. But for somebody that doesn't understand this, or it's kind of woo-woo for them, I explain it this way. When you say to somebody, hey, I'm praying for you. Let's say they're going, surgery, whatever, or, positive vibes. I hope the job goes well, a job interview goes well. And they could be in 5 states away and you're throwing that out to them. And you could be sending a text. You could say it on the phone. You are sending energy. The best was Bob Marley. Bob Marley talked about the positive vibration. Well, that's what it is. The energy vibrates. That's what that was all about. And now we're finally figuring that out, that 40-something years after he did a lot of those songs. How do you see energy work? I have an example. I'd love to hear yours.
Well, for me, energy works in how I'm feeling energetically, feeling wise, right? Someone, a lot of times we just say, hey, how are you? Right? But the next question is, how are you feeling? And you automatically tap into your emotion. And this is something that I was never used to doing. And I still get called back from my mentor saying, Michelle, emotion, name that emotion. Right? Because we get so caught up. I get so caught up personally in the doing aspect versus the being aspect of it. And the being aspect is the emotion, energy aspect of it. So then it goes down to knowing, naming them: frustration, overwhelm, excitement, happy, sadness, right? Versus just saying, I'm distressed. That's a feeling, but what are you stressed about is the emotion behind it. And so lately, the last couple of weeks, I've been tapping into that emotional aspect of it. Michelle, you're not getting your work done. Why are you not getting your work done? What is the feeling around it? And that operates on an energetic level because emotions are felt, sometimes unspoken, but you got to name that feeling, which is why a lot of parents these days say, use your words, don't cry, use your words, right? It goes back into connecting the logical and emotional aspect of our brain.
I find, and thank you for that, because thinking about the emotion and identifying it instead of going through the motions, it's more about the emotions. Side note, feelings are everything. I rebranded a radio station a few years ago, and a lot of stations have the same slogan, like today's hits and all of that. And I changed it up and made it music that makes you feel good. And that's what it was. It's today's music, but you know what? The way we blend it up, mix it up, it makes you feel good. You're now identifying what the feeling is. I've practiced this and witnessed it, sort of an experiment. I will go to the gym and I'll walk in, and as I'm walking through the door, I'll say to myself, raise your vibration, raise it up, just raise it up, feel good. Raise that vibration up intentionally. Just like people will say hi to me that I see all the time. I don't even know who they are. They've never said hello before. And, just be passing them. There's like a main way down to get to all of the equipment. You just head this way. And people pass by, hey, how you doing? Hey, what's going on? How you been? It doesn't happen unless I do that. And it's not about, putting a smile on, because I'll put the smile on regardless. But when you intentionally raise the vibration, you see the benefits of it. You see how it's almost like you're transmitting positive energy out and they're picking up on it.
And you're also transmitting negative energy too.
Yes.
The Winnie the Pooh, I love Winnie the Pooh, but Winnie the Pooh, we had the character named Eeyore. Mm-hmm. He was always sad and depressed.
Hello.
And you had Tigger that was polar opposite of bouncing up and down. It's like we have that in our life. We have friends that are just, everything is just sucks around them. Like they're just sad and miserable. They don't even know how to find the blessing around them. And then there are people like you and I, Steve, that are wearing that smile. Even though we could have had the worst day ever, we could have gotten the worst news ever, we don't feel so good, but we have the ability to just say, you know what? It's just a moment in time. It does not define us entirely. And we operate at that level. And personally for me, especially in the dating world, right? Or even in the friendship world, in the camaraderie world, people are like, we love your energy. That is one of the biggest compliments I've gotten time and time again, whether it be through Zoom or in person. And I think of myself and I say, what is the reason behind it? Why? Why is that? Why does everybody have positive energy? But it's a mindset. And it's that inner strength that I carry within me, that whatever I'm feeling is just temporary. And having that affirmation to say, you know what? This is just a moment in time. It is not the ultimate moment. And this one incident, and, there are a lot of things in my life where, I had a soul-sucking environment. I was in a soul-sucking environment. And I lost a lot of friends because I didn't want to bring that negativity around my friends. So I distanced myself. And my friends were like, why didn't you reach out to us when you were down there? And I said, well, because you're used to operating here at a higher level. Also, if I'm down here, you're not going to know what to do with me, because I didn't know what to do with me.
I love the way that sounds, the soul-sucking environment. I'm gonna take that. Maybe I'll steal it and trademark it. But it's so true. Like you're in situations where you just think they or you are sucking the life out of me. Like I just can't do this anymore. But then there's think about going to a party. You walk in and it just doesn't feel right. Just like, I'm going to come up with an excuse. I got a text. Hey, it's been great. I got to go. I got to leave. It's the collective energy of everybody there that is low vibration. Or you walk in, it's like, man, this feels good. Like, hey, how you doing? It's like, because there's a positive vibration going on there. How do you get to that point where you stay positive?
Man, that's a really good question. I think for me is affirmation. Telling myself in the morning, I got the best sleep that my body desired, whether it be 2 hours of quality sleep or 7 hours of quality sleep. Just telling myself, you know what, it's going to be a good day, because no matter what, the sun still shines. It might be partly cloudy. It might be entirely cloudy, but we do know that the morning has risen when the sun is out. And I think just having that ability and having that rise through me, that, oh my God, it's a new day, a new beginning. And yeah, there are situations that have been negative the day before, the night before, but it's a new day to start all over again. And I think that for me has changed my life, just having that mindset, of just being gratitude, being grateful, and then adding a feeling to the gratitude statement. So I used to do this thing where 5 things that I'm grateful for. And then one of my friends told me, Michelle, add a feeling to it. So I'm grateful for the healthy air that I breathe. because it makes you feel really healthy.
Oh,
And when you add that gratitude statement with the feeling, you're combining the creative mindset and the logical mindset, and you become more centered inside of who you are, which then becomes more authentic in who you are, which then becomes more courageous in who you are and how you show up. So it all ties down to how you see yourself in the mirror every single day.
wow.
And there are moments where I'm like looking in the mirror and I'm like, oh my God, I have under eye circles. What's wrong with me? But then realizing, but that makes me what human. It means there's a reminder, drink more water, get a healthier sleep, go to bed early, right? But if I keep focusing on those under eye circles, I'm going to get more of that. Versus focusing on that, you know what? I have the power of makeup. I have the power of color on my face. I have the power of wearing color on my body to bring up that brighter energy too. So, and Steve, one of the things is people love wearing black because it makes us look skinnier. It makes us look more classier. But black also absorbs the maximum amount of energy.
I had no idea. I just wear dark colors because I think it looks better on me because I have, a lighter features and hair. So give me that again.
When you wear black, think about it. When someone wears a black t-shirt in 90-degree weather, they're going to be the hottest versus somebody that wears a lighter color.
Yeah.
Black absorbs. Energetically, black is very heavy. And so when you wear black, you're attracting energies that are not even yours.
But that's all I have. It's in my closet. I have making plans just now to go out tonight, and I was going to wear a dark blue. Wow.
Well, and that's where you offset it, right? You offset it with other colors. Maybe you can wear a different color bracelet, or maybe you can wear different color jeans, right? Like lighter jeans. But when you observe it, when you offset that black, you become more radiant because all of a sudden you're standing out amongst the crowd. We all, as women, have little black dresses.
Sure.
Right? We have multiple black dresses. I know last Christmas, I went and bought like 7 black dresses only to realize, wait, why do I feel the most heaviest, right? Energetically, why do I feel the most heaviest? Because I was attracting other people's negative and positive energy into mine. Wow. And as an empath, someone that feels other people's emotions, spoken, unspoken, it affected me a lot. And so now I'm realizing, you know what? I got to add more color into my life and bring that bright sunlight amongst the crowd. That bright shining object. And right, we look for it other people. Why not be it ourselves first? And that's also energy, right? Words that we speak, the thoughts that we feel, the thoughts that are in our mind, unspoken thoughts, the water that we're drinking, our laughter, every single thing is energy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's how you define it, how you navigate it, and how there are some people that I absolutely love and I cannot get more of. And there are some people where I'm like, as much as I love you, I got to distance myself from you because you're just not authentic enough for me. Or maybe I outgrown it. And it's okay to outgrow people, especially in 2024, November, we had our biggest election of the year, and a lot of people are distancing themselves. And it's okay. Let them go because you're inviting new people to come in. And the ones that are staying, there's still some things to be done with them. So invite them in, bring them even closer.
I am learning so much today. You look fabulous in that color, by the way.
Thank you.
Got to change my wardrobe, working on that now. Do you find that doing the work on yourself allows you to move forward faster? So let's say we were talking about the positivity, and that allows you to keep your energy positive and vibration high, that you're able to move through those challenges faster as opposed to sitting in it, marinating in it, just feeling like you're a victim. Do you find that?
Absolutely. I've been working with somebody professionally since 2013.
Wow.
Consistently. I was in therapy for 2 years. The therapist fired me because I was too happy. Go figure. She's like, I can't help you anymore. You're just too happy for us at the moment. And that journey ended, and I've been working with a life coach since then. So wow. I've had one life coach consistently since 2015. Wow. And let me tell you, Steve, my life has transformed because of that soundboard, because of that non-judgmental, unbiased soundboard. And the moment I know I'm going through something, one phone call, the very next session, I know exactly how to tackle it. And that's why a lot of my friends are like, Michelle, when I hear your life story, when I hear your journey in corporate America, when I hear about your dating life, I'm surprised you're still alive. I'm surprised that you didn't check yourself into a rehab. I'm surprised that you have no tattoos on your body. I'm surprised that you're still here wearing that smile despite of everything that's been going through. And it's because I sought out help the moment things were happening. I didn't become Eeyore and sat with it forever. I immediately was like, okay, I'm having an Eeyore moment. Where is my Tigger? Got to go find him, right? Where is that Winnie the Pooh? Where is that Piglet? Got to go find those characters and make that part of my reality. And it's been a journey. It has been a very expensive journey because it is personal development. Everything is personal. And as a coach, as a practitioner, I had to do the work on myself first before I could go help others. So I had to heal my journey, heal my generational trauma first. And as an Indian American woman, it has been a very beautiful, fruitful, challenging journey. You know, it's been a roller coaster. Would I do it again? Absolutely. Because it made me the best version of myself.
Yeah. All those things, there's a lesson in everything. All that stuff that we've gone through, and that same, we all have stuff. I mean, people have said to me, even in the last 4 years, 5 years, whatever, I don't know how you're doing it.
Yeah.
I've heard that a number of times. I don't know how you do it. And my sister even said it to me in one big situation. And I just said, I don't know. I just keep moving. That's it. Just got to keep going. Because then you don't want to be stuck. And you don't want to be a lot of people get stuck, and I get it.
They do. And one of the things I just learned about myself was the compliment I've been getting is tenacious. Michelle, you have a lot of tenacious. You're very tenacious. You have a lot of tenacity. And I'm thinking, doesn't everybody have that? Isn't that like a birthright? But a lot of people are afraid to reach that level. They're afraid to take that risk. They're afraid to invest in that type of income or in that type of an opportunity. They get so caught up in the analysis paralysis. And for me, I'm like, you know what? This opportunity came to me not because I Googled the crap out of Google. This came to me because somebody thinks I needed it. It was an energetic exchange that needed to happen. And so I said yes. There are times where in 2017, I must have attended 15 seminars. There's 12 months in a year. I attended 15 seminars.
Wow.
Is that crazy or what, right?
Well, that's because look at where we are today, and I'm sitting here with a pen. I do a lot of podcasts and have done a lot of work on myself. I'm like, okay, let me write that down. So you've learned from your experience and working with others, all of this knowledge, like it's just huge. It's like amazing. And you always have these little facts, just pepper in there, like the dark clothes makes perfect sense. And I would love to do like the A/B test. Go somewhere, wear black. Go somewhere, wear color. Now, obviously, people are, going to see a brighter color and feel, good vibe, which I'm getting from you. But I think that's what you're sending, the receiving end of it. If you find yourself, man, this is just, I feel heavy. You're receiving like the sun. What's the sun? Energy. You're receiving that energy from others, and it could be weighing you down. I never even thought of that.
Absolutely. Wow. So, during the holiday season, wear something different. Wear a color that you would never wear. Go out and be that golden color or that red color or that white color. Be different and see how people react to you. If you don't like it, there's always goodwill. You can always pass it on to them, right? But at least try it out. I recommend that. During this holiday season, Thanksgiving, Christmas time, wear something you would never wear. Wear a different color. Put on a different shade of jewelry on you and see how people react. See how you feel internally. And I've been making more conscious effort, especially if I'm going to a crowd, wearing a different color that I normally would not wear. And the response has been very different. Just for myself, just for who I'm being, how I'm showing up. And that smile is radiating through me, right? And people are asking like, oh my God, you look so happy. What are you doing? What's your secret? And it's just affirmations. It's affirmations of myself and trust that I'm on the right path. Because Steve, growing up, I had the lowest trust factor within myself. I would easily trust others, but trusting myself was the hardest thing. And today in 2024, I trust my intuition more than I trust anybody else.
Me too.
Because that intuition is energy inside of me. It is my gut that tells me, and gut never lies.
100%. And I try to listen closer to it. And even in, one situation at this very moment, my guy was telling me a long time ago, and I know the answer, but a lot of times you want to ignore the answer and just kind of like see it play out, but you already know. It's like watching a movie you've already seen before. You always know how it's going to end because of your gut, which, by the way, is a gift. I truly believe that it is. It's there to help and support you, and it's why we exist. Because back in the day, you couldn't Google anything, and that was our intuition that cave people. I got a feeling there's a pterodactyl outside, and they were right, so they hid. Wow.
Well, absolutely. And I think, when you're, especially during this week with the election, the results, social media is polarized. Social media is divided. People are losing followers. People are gaining followers. Pay attention to how you're feeling. Take it back on you. Forget about the world for a second. Bring it back to you. How are you feeling mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, right? Bring it back to you, because that is what you are in full control of. Your mind, body, and soul. It is your mind, body, and soul.
Yeah. Yeah. And you can only control the things that you can control. So Absolutely. If you're not happy with a certain candidate who may have gotten elected, you can't really do anything about it at this point. You did what you could. Maybe you voted, and that's the way it went. I have to be honest with you. I don't engage in politics. I just don't go there. Same thing deeper in religion, but I have spirituality, and I believe in certain concepts. The election didn't bother me. And I'm not even going to, we're not even going there, but I didn't allow it to get to me. And I took the positives from it, and even some of the memes. Some of them were funny. I'm still laughing. But that's it. And I don't do conversations. I wish there was a social media political filter. And if somebody does something, it goes away.
Steve, I'm in the same way. There are a lot of my friends that are like, are you affected? And I say, you know what? I'm not affected, because it doesn't affect me where I am in my current state.
Yeah.
Right. And it never affected me 4 years ago. It's not going to affect me again. But if you focus on it, whatever you focus on, you're going to get more of it.
Yeah.
So if you want more positivity, you got to focus on more positivity. If you want more negativity, then you got to focus on the negativity. The choice is yours. And as long as you believe in that, you will always have that, because positive attracts positive and negative attracts negative.
Yep.
And you have a choice.
In closing here, you just made me think about something. Whoever is in office, no matter what, instead of, some negativity around it and all of that and fighting with friends and all, how about sending positive vibes to anybody that's in office? Forget about the candidate. We're not even talking about that. Sending positive vibes that they do the best for us.
I love that.
Imagine if we all did that. Take a moment. They say, guys, have a moment of silence. How about a moment of positive vibes and just mentally send, please, whoever. If you love the candidate, great. If you don't, that's the way it is. But they still have a job to do. Send positive vibes.
They are a public servant at the end of the day. So let's just send them positive vibes to be the best public servant that they can be for us.
Truth. Amazing today. I don't know if it's because you're wearing red. The vibration there is like, super elevated. Somebody needs to figure this all out, whether it be energy, move their life forward, some coaching, some counseling. How do they do that?
Number one, you can find me on all things social media. That is Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn at I am Michelle Mehta. And that is IAMMICHELLEMEHTA, or my website at michellemehta.com. And that's MICHELLEMEHTA.com. And because you're a beautiful listener, you've been following our journey, I'm also giving you a gift of my time. So please go ahead and book a call on my website, and let's have a conversation on how we can up-level your energy as the year comes to an end.
You are amazing, and I send you positive vibes.
I send you positive vibes too, Steve. I absolutely love our conversation week after week, so thank you so much.
Thank you, and we'll catch up next time.
Thanks.
Thank you. We'll be right back. Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
It's Thursday night, and you're grabbing drinks with some friends. Started off with a pitcher for the table, which quickly becomes two. There's pool. And there's the photo booth.
All right, everybody squeeze in. Say cheese!
Followed naturally by an order of wings. And another.
Can we get some extra ranch sauce?
Then there's the ceremonial nightcap.
So what are we doing this weekend?
And lastly, it's back to the car, which, if you're buzzed, could be the most expensive night of your life. Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.